Ladies and gentlemen, hello. We are back. We have just 2 matches remaining tonight. We're taking a look at
some highlights.
Them highlights, I think? Or I'm not sure. We're back now. We're going to check out G2 Minnesota versus Los Angeles Thieves. And then the other match is what? Toronto Koi? It's their match, correct?
Yeah, versus Carolina.
Versus Carolina. That's it. Correct. So we just have those 2 matches to cover, and then we're calling it a night, and then we'll be back tomorrow with more action. But looking at this so far, tight one. 10-point advantage basically to G2 Minnesota. It looks like, well, Mamba started slow, but Skies and Estriel lighting it up.
Yeah, I mean, this G2 roster is another one. Just a lot of question marks, right? Just sort of a bit of a restart. You hang on to Estriel, but outside of that, you're bringing in Kremp, a vet in Skies, and then, yeah, the rookie in Mamba. So we'll see how it plays out, but playing well versus LA Thieves on the Colossus Hardpoint.
Yeah, Scrap thinks he's winning that, but just a sub at close range, he gets cooked. The subs are lighting it up. And that's what I like today. Like, I don't know, what's your favorite? Like, I guess I either like a 2-2 split, or I guess my favorite meta is like, you know, your BO4, like your
3 weapons.
You got 3 weapons. Look at the hybrid.
Just hard to do with 4v4. A little bit harder.
True. But I guess that's probably my favorite. But
yeah,
you've seen a lot more drops.
I like 2-2, and then I actually prefer when you can throw in a 3rd sub. I think that is fun. So I think that's the true test of a flex player.
No, for like certain hard points at least. Yeah. Maybe not like the entire map, but certain points where you pull in. That's true. Yeah, it feels like the true flex player hasn't really been much of a thing these past few years, but we'll see. Maybe this year. Mamba trying to get going, started slow. Thieves though, really nobody. I guess Scrap's gotten kills, but like everybody else kind of sit negative.
Yeah, I mean there was just a moment ago where everybody was on a spree G2 side, right? So this is just not really what you expect in this matchup. The slaying, everybody positive outside of Mamba for G2. So great job from them. Playing well versus LA Thieves on a small map where you think guys like Abizi and Hydra are going to dominate. But G2 Minnesota is fighting.
Dude, that was an example. It's like really easy. Well, you know me, I like grip my controller to death, and I'm like a twitchy shooter. It is. I know they said there's gonna be some changes to aim assist, but it is easy to break it sometimes. Like I just like rip off of people. It's not as sticky as it has been at times, but mostly we've just been seeing beamers. Kylo Ken tagged up, and well, I thought he was just trying to stay up, but ends up dropping.
Well, it looked like a great push from LA Thieves, but then Kremp's able to respond. You still have one player that spawns close in Kylo Ken, and you know Kenny's gonna get taken down, and then you can see Abizi and Scrap, so you just die at the wrong time. So a big multi-kill from Kremp gives the spawns back over to G2, and now a chance. You get these 40 points, you're gonna be up 80. So, I mean, if you are Thieves, you need to break here.
I was gonna say, should be able to break when they had numbers there for a second. Hydra goes vertical. He'll go 1-for-1. Kremp then backing it up. They can't get any more people, and now it's just been a little bit staggered. This push from LA Thieves, everybody gets dropped. That lead you were talking about for G2 Minnesota, looks like we're gonna see it. Estriel 4 straight as he does a lot of damage from the hard point. Mamba 2 HP. Yeah, that's just, dude. And peaks into straight headies.
You push one more time, Abizi gets 2. I mean, you fight for like 10 seconds there, so you're so late on this rotation if you're LA Thieves. I know it's a smaller map, but yeah, you opt to go for one last push, and well, Mamba, he's been here the whole time.
Yeah, Jay and I were talking about it like we cast this in our last series. Like, you can definitely take more gambles and play for scrap time just due to the nature of this map, but you can also get punished.
Destroyed. I mean,
yeah. You can certainly get punished. That's what's happening right now. Chaining together points. G2 Minnesota. Light it up right now, and it's like, look, they just look like discombobulated. Thieves, like, how do we want to
so
push
staggered?
This?
Yeah, so staggered. It feels like 2 are dying. You're just not. There's no 4-man push right now, and on top of that, they're not really finding any kills. Sky's on 2 in a row. Kremp's on another spree. Estriel, he's able to earn himself a Hellstorm. Just not what you would expect. Hydra's off the map.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think it's like panic mode. We're a weekend. There hasn't been a lot of scrims, but definitely some work to do still for this Thieves team.
Well, it's not really, it's not panic mode. It's more just a general surprise. More impressive from the G2 camp.
No, 100%, 100%. Well, they seem to be clicking early. I mean, we've seen these moments from Estriel where he can absolutely take over a map.
Same with this guy.
Yeah, no, true. Both are just, they can be so hot and cold, but right now, they're both hot. Another hard point up, another rotation win. And that's what's going to be crazy. If this Thieves team is winning or losing hard points to just about anybody, that's going to make the year real tough. And you talk about, yes, there should be some search improvements, but, well, that's our assumption.
That's our assumption.
We assumed a lot of things.
Yeah, and I did not see them maybe getting 100-point clubs here on Colossus. is what it was. Estriel and Kremp again, who were able to find 3 around the hill. Going at this one more time is LA Thieves. 3 gonna go down. The last player, Hydra. Kremp is there. Final 15 should go the way of G2.
And we're online. I mean, obviously there's gonna be some changes probably come LAN time, but a lot of the league is online. We got a couple online minors. Obviously the league will be online too, so can't really look at any excuses there. It's over the 30-point mark goes Estriel. 31-18 now, nearly 2 minutes in the hard point. 20 needed for the W, and they are still finding kills. I mean, since we have tuned in, the kill feed has been entirely G2. I think Scrap was like +3 or 4 early on, but since then it has been nothing but G2. Kenny, who I feel like has had a pretty solid day. Most of the matches we've checked out, he has been getting body slammed in this one.
I mean, it's just the subs. I feel like the subs for G2, they're always finding multi-kills.
Like,
I mean, Tremp's got 3 in a row, 32 and 25 from him. Statement for G2 in map 1.
Yeah, and that's been the one that we've noticed the difference.
That is a 100-point club on Colossus.
Just pulling out way more subs. Like, honestly, like that's also another thing where I'm not trying to make excuses for anybody, but there was a meta change yesterday. So there are things you have been doing. You've been playing a certain way with like 4 ARs out, 3 ARs out, where like that's not going to work now. The teams that are changing faster are going to adapt. But that would remind me of like one of those like Kenny on Vault when we had an AR last year. Like he just was getting slammed by subs. Here could find nothing. But yeah, it seemed to be all SMGs lighting it up there for G2. Impressive win. And yeah, that's why as much as like there are a lot of things to take away from this weekend, but still it's a lot of. It's the fact it's a weekend plus the change yesterday.
I mean, pure overreaction.
No.
We're just going to overreact to everything. I mean, everybody is, right?
But the weapon change is going to affect some teams more than others.
Yeah, but I mean, we kind of thought they were just so staggered. Just felt like they never were making.
They seem frustrated to me. Like,
but yeah, I mean, props to G2. The entire team get involved, outslaying them by a ton. +13 from Estriel, +10 from Skies. Kremp, 32 leading the way with damage. These got smoked.
I think the reason I'm not really rooting for anyone, but I kind of want to see Thieves win this just because we already got like the Simper cell. Now I kind of want the Simper Zabisi. It'd be fine. People just want to see it, just to see that matchup because they were together for so long. But G2 want to play spoilers and not give you that particular matchup. We'll see if they continue the search and destroy. This is going to be a big thing for the Thieves team, as we talked about. Like, it was scary last year when they won that map on Hardpoint. With a BZN, you would think he would help them a lot in the search and destroy, but this is what the game flow looks like. I mean, yeah, it's tight through 3, and then they just pull away. And that flat line from Thieves, it just feels like, yeah, with this squad, it just should never be a thing in Hardpoint, man.
They got less than 20 points over 5 hills.
Yeah, no, and that's what, especially on Colossus. The last one we casted was like 250 to 130. Like, Colossus and Cortex, like, they shouldn't be maps really getting blown out like that, right? Like, they should be pretty mixy.
Yeah, I think like Cortex even maybe there's definitely opportunity because like P2 and P3, if you chain those,
true.
It's so.
I guess I viewed it as like Skyline. We talked about like a lot of those games. How many 250 to like 240, 230 that we have? Like in my head, they should play out kind of like that. But people have been getting blown out on Colossus today. Absolutely blown out.
Yeah, not sure what's going on here. But G2, this is just a look back through the highlights throughout that map. And yeah, this is kind of where they stalled out, right? It was right around 75 points, LA Thieves, and they didn't get much more than that.
Yeah, I think Skies, bro, he's going to have a chip on his shoulder, I would imagine. Like, I mean, this guy in the combo for years, one of the top ARs. He'd been through it last year. We'll see if he's back in his bag this year. I'd like to see him find some success.
You know, I mean, he's such a good dude. Obviously, everything.
I think that's why I root for him.
Like, he's like, yeah, I kind of get it. Like, I understand. I understand what you guys have to do. Stepped up, or at least tried to step up for them, but yeah, it ended up paying off there for Optic. But as you said, just happy to see Skies back in the league.
Yeah. As they get that first one, we'll see if they can continue on. I don't know if we're going to be bouncing, but we'll probably be bouncing to the other match once we have that one started. I think I heard they weren't going to be starting that for another 15 minutes or something for some reason.
Maybe like estimated,
like the Koi one. So we should be checking that out as well. But here's a bracket reminder of where we're sitting and how we're doing. FaZe waiting on the winner of this series that we've been commentating. Cloud9 waiting on the winner of the one they'll be starting here shortly in Koi versus Royal Ravens. Optic, I don't want to say they're like the big story in the sense they were the favorites, but the way that they're doing it, they have yet to drop a map. Anyone that's not an Optic fan was hoping maybe you'd see them stumble early on, or maybe it was lightning in a bottle at the end of last year. It was not. This team is the truth. Their comms are incredible. I think right now they are the perfect blend of like everything you need in a recipe to make a solid team. Like they are just, I don't want to say perfect team. It was like a perfect team, but like They're close. I mean, you have all the pieces. The only thing, kind of like I felt like, honestly, that the last Optic roster, or like any of our like great teams over the years, like the one thing they can beat them is usually like themselves. If they can keep the work ethic up, keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, well, I think one thing that helps them is obviously you add Mercules, right? And he's only been in the league a couple months. Like he wants to continue to win, and
his hunger has to be great.
Yeah, it helps. It helps with everything else. And I mean, Hook just seems always hungry. Guys just wants to play COD.
Yeah, and I mean, Hook is a guy that hasn't found the same level of success as maybe like a Shotzzy or Dashy or some of their top players. So yeah, I think he's absolutely still hungry. Don't get me wrong, he's won, but not like to that level. So he's still very hungry. No, I think adding a player like Mercules is always huge. If you can add a young player, I mean, they talk about it in every esport.
Yeah, it keeps you hungry.
It keeps you hungry.
Motivated.
Dude, that young blood, get him in and motivate him. But no, Mercules is, he's going to take your namesake. I'm sorry. He might.
That's fine.
Like, the trajectory he's on, you had a hell of a career, but this guy, we'll see.
It's a great start for him.
Yeah, no, it is. It's just a start. I'm still saying Mercules every time. I'm saying the whole name.
Okay,
Mercules.
I think that's fair.
Or I'll think of a different sexy name for him, but I can't say Merc. This seems wrong to me. Can't do it.
Yeah, I said it one time, and it was weird.
No, I bet. All right, into the map 2 now. As we go over, well, we don't go anywhere. We stay here on Colossus now for the search and destroy. Got bomb in hand on the offense for Thieves to start us off. Let's see if they can slow it down, find some success, brush off that map 1. Hydra, D in the dirt, moving on forward. Waiting for him in the backline will be Mamba. Crimp might be the point man to engage with the bomb carrier, and Avicii going to back off for now.
Yeah, let's say Scrap has a sniper out, but looks like they're going to rotate just based off of Hydra's position. Number 5 in Kremp, though. He's going to be up top middle. Actually, he had a great timing through middle tunnel and almost turns it into 3, but man advantage back towards G2. Whatever that timing was, it was crazy. Mamba with the other double, and well, they take advantage of it. So just great plays. I mean, you take the risky route if you are Kremp, and it pays off.
And I haven't been able to watch a search yet for Thieves just because we've been bouncing around casting a lot, but I was surprised to see BZ with bomb in hand.
Who else is going to have it?
I know, but like, that's not the guy you want with bomb in hand the way he plays search, right? He's always like your guy forward taking space. Like,
I mean,
because what, Simp was most of their carrier last year, but that before that, I'm trying to think, like, has he generally been the bomb?
Usually Simp.
Yeah, it's not really been easy. Like,
it's just tough with
he's going to die in real precarious positions sometimes. Like, I don't know if you want bomb in his hand, or maybe it's just for this map or like that. But I don't know. But we'll see. That's not a little surprising to you?
No.
Not like based on the other players, just on him. Like,
yeah, but a lot of the initial fights are normally around a bomb. Rarely is he like behind enemy lines. Like that's just going to be Hydra.
I guess that's true. He's not like the flanker. He's in the face. Yeah. No, that's true. I get your biggest point is like who else? Yeah.
Who else?
It's kind of got to be him.
It's him or Ken, I guess.
But that's got to be a little different though. It might change things up for him a bit. See if they can answer back on defense. Stun hits up and stops Skies. He'll have snipe out. Scrap wants to take a fight. And he will take the fight. It's a sniper, he's gonna push, should be able to walk away with that when he does, but you lose a BZ at the same point. Scrap the back and vault, he'll take 2 in this. Maybe a little over-eager there, or didn't realize the position of a player, because now as he drops this round, falls apart. I don't know if he has to chow the 3rd while he's weak. Now on Ken to maybe clutch up.
Does he get spotted?
I think it looked like Crimp had eyes.
Yeah, and now they're gonna double chow him, so we'll see what this timing is like now for Ken. But yeah, I mean, sometimes Scrap has that sort of, I just want to fly and fry, try to take some gunfights, get some momentum our way. And while he was doing the thing, you're hoping Hydra gets the trade, but Mamba has the AR, the advantage in that second fight. Ken, though, trying to clutch up.
And Mamba is holding hands.
It's just what's the timing going to be like for him?
Eyes on 1. Does he realize that's the lead guy? He does. Gets the first, down to 58 health, but he'll stay up and the plant will go in. Crimp, Kenny for the 1 versus 1. Ken ripped at 58 HP again. He's fighting a kangaroo, and the kangaroo comes out on top. Using the movement, flying around, shuts him down.
Yeah, I mean, that is just insane on a Crimp. He goes up top, slides back. There is no way in hell I am ever thinking to play that, but he's got this sub in hand. Beautiful stuff from him. And then the slide back. I don't know if he means to get behind the heady, but it ends up working out. Just Ken would have had that kill.
Yeah,
that is just so calculated from Kremp.
If that was just an intentional slide to the head,
Yeah,
that looked real
insane.
clean.
Insane.
Real clean.
Yeah, you have a man advantage, and as you said, I think Scrap just sees Hydra's pushing, so maybe wants to connect with him. Instead, though, Mamba turns that round around. Turns that round around. Yeah, I said that right.
Yeah, and I mean, I think a lot of players in that position, like you get two, you're just kind of flowing, you chow the next, but Mamba pieces them, and that two piece is the difference. Hydra, though, big first blood out of him. And it is interesting, though, I feel like a lot of times, like, oh, well, I thought it'd be easy. Everyone else set it up his teammate. Like, in years past, like, a lot of our best search maps, like, aren't your traditional 3-lane maps. Like, they're a little bit different in the history. Like, this game's, like, all traditional 3-lane maps, so what does that change for search? It's kind of like, is there a little less creativity kind of allowed or no?
No, I don't think so. No, I think our maps.
Well, you know what I mean? The past, like, our respawns, we usually had a couple search maps that were different, right?
Yeah, you normally do. Right, just search can work on any sort of map.
Sometimes it's better when it's not like your typical 3-lane, I guess. I feel like, but
I don't think it messes with creativity whatsoever. I mean, I think we've seen even today just sort of the pacing, what teams are kind of doing. I would say if anything sort of messes with creativity in the past, it's been movement, right? Like Jetpack CODs, you just sort of fly around as 4.
Or MW2, where Denny was a field upgrade.
Yeah, exactly.
that kind of messed with your creativity. All right, now let's see what they try to do. Thieves need it around though and got it behind the Hydra first blood. And we don't know if Sniper's gonna be either. So like that's what's also tough. Like how much can you take from search right now if it could change drastically?
Yeah, I'm hoping. Oh, I'm hoping we see this. Seems like teams are getting creative with smokes as well. So
Part of me hopes they're in.
yeah,
It's just
especially for casting. Yeah,
it's just been a long time. Well, sometimes it's like not been the best thing for casting because like observers just like feel like they have to watch the sniper, but that was a long time ago when like I was having to do it and cast probably too. Just stay on the sniper is a safe play, but Kylo Ken getting 2. Sky's now with snipe for the 1 versus 3, takes out the first. Sorry, 1 versus 4. Just don't give him anything for free. Taking the long route is going to be Scrap to try and get in behind this.
Does he see him somehow? He has to see a name.
Yeah,
I
he must see a name, though. But he has to see a name.
Yeah,
he has to see a name. Yeah.
It's that, or just Ricochet's got to detect that.
Yeah.
No, 100%. He probably sees a name, maybe has a little aim assist, whatever it is. Guy's trying to find that kill on a BZ, but not an easy shot whatsoever.
Yeah, honestly, that kind of like screwed him over because he got so hyper.
Yeah, he was so on that.
That would have been a nutty shot, but from his POV, that did not look possible at all. What, that brings us to 2-2. Big search and destroy here for Thieves. They're down 0-1. Ken had a rough map 1. Leading it here, though.
I'm just not, like, even with Thieves, like, they don't have, like, that sniper, but Scrap's just such a good AR. It's like, is this the guy you want running around sniping?
Yeah, his AR feels like a sniper.
Yeah,
like,
at times.
Some of the beams he hits at range are just, they don't make any sense. But it also feels like I just don't know who else would be.
Yeah, it kind of has to be him.
Yeah, because you don't want Hydra to, you don't want to be easy to do it. Like Ken, I don't think it's just a Ken thing, so.
Yeah, well, Ken's playing just fine. It's like his second first blood in the last couple of rounds. He's on 4 in a row. Kremp, though, trying to bring it back, and this is where Scrap can't get isolated, but his teammates back up to him to make sure this sort of stuff doesn't happen, but the timing's working against him.
Yeah, I thought they were going to group up. Now you have like 2 different one-on-ones, and it's falling apart. Pistol hits for Skies. BZ now, 1v2.
That's tough because like the play call was right. It's just sort of like get to Scrap and get to the other, but somehow Kremp got behind him.
Yeah, the timing was just goofy. And now this is a round you thought you had in the bag, and that's, well, maybe not in the bag, but you had the first blood, you're in good position. Now it's just seemingly falling apart. 20 seconds ago, he's got to get a plant down. Got some information there on the opposite side, so he's hoping, I was thinking he might just try to insta-hop this, but he probably would have got it down.
Yeah, he's still maybe just trying to catch them in rotation. He has time to get this kill and plant the bomb. That time is gone now.
Yeah.
Skies is going to get there.
That's tough. I mean, we know a lot more. We got the mini map, but like I thought he was just wrapping out the opposite. He got info on one, and he was just going to insta-plant.
It's just such a small map where he knows there can be such a fast hopping on a bomb for 5 seconds on Colossus is just not.
I just think that was the only way he was on the ground, I guess. Like he just had to stick it right away.
Yeah, it's that or he catches too.
Yeah,
That's what he was trying to do.
He's hoping they played tight, just chow, but they weren't even that tight, honestly. So he didn't really have a chance to get both. So back in front go G2. Sky's blanked until that round, but a big part of why they bring it back into 3 versus 4. As he'll get 2 of them. And on offense, they're grouping up and pushing this over towards A. Pretty aggressive up towards top mid is Thieves. Some of that utility may hit. But I don't know if it connected. I thought Scrap had 1 or 2 there. He got shots into both. They have to wrap out. I think the second player is a bullet, probably.
Yeah, and maybe the reason you don't get a top mid shell to help Scrap is from those nades, right? Because that's what G2 were thinking. Let's chow the guys top middle. Our nades hit. Maybe we can catch them before they're 100, and now Mamba is behind enemy lines. It just feels like G2 keep catching these timings, catching LA Thieves off guard.
I thought Abizi might get caught, but it'll work out for him eventually, though. Good trade there from G2. Another 1v2 scenario for Thieves. Hydra, one of the best in these spots. Now position, give it up, hoping he gets maybe a freebie. Instead, he gets laced. And they're going to go at him. Not give him a chance to make a play. He's had so many of those. He's just trying to guarantee one, but...
And now back-to-back rounds where Thieves have first blood and then end up losing it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that one, it's like a little different in the sense it was like like
Traded.
Oh, no, it wasn't traded. Well, yeah, it was Scrap did get traded, but like it was pretty much instantaneous. Whereas the round before, like that was a clean one, right? Like you're backing up and trying to group up. That one a bit more painful, I think. But the fact is, it's 2 round losses. Okay. I need this one. They send Ken up towards mid, and the other 3 are just fast towards A. Most of the defensive setup is over towards B or mid. Kremp, yeah, I would say Kremp would be the guy we probably want to watch. He might find the opening, but for now he's playing it patient. Looks like they're thinking 4-on-4 retake. Like, get this bomb plan down, we'll try to retake it.
Yeah, and I think Thieves they probably want to plant this quick, because what's one way to sort of, I don't know, not allow those random flanks to happen, timing's not to go your way, is to get that objective down. So just playing this with bomb planted. That makes the around a little bit easier to read. On the flank, though, as you said, will be Kremp. He's going to be the first one up. And, well, just great shots on to Ken. Hydra trying to gear quickly for a trade. Able to do so.
Skies finds the timing, though. Finds an opening there. I don't know if they know where he is. Pistol got some damage in, but Scrap is able to get 2. Mama now. 1 versus 1 versus Hydra. Feels like all the clutches have gone the way of G2 so far. Well, to be fair, they've been in 2v1s this time, though. 1v1, Hydra. He just won the round there with a little peek. Got the info. Nothing Mamba can do. Finally, they get 1, but again, it's been scary. Like, these rounds have not been clean on the Thieves side.
Yeah, I think this is just a map where, like, if you want to be a more structured, standard search and destroy team, probably one you looking to veto maybe further. There's just a lot of timings that can't go your way. Individual plays can happen.
So this is the one like Luminosity would have picked back in the day? Just 4-man hit stuff?
Yeah, like Skyline, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I just try to bring up the LG team every time I think of just horrible search. See if Thieves can chain together too. And it looks like they might get 2-man aggressive over towards B. No, they're just going to put Hydra forward, but he doesn't check the corner. Beautifully played there from Kremp. And Ken gets sniped as well, so no trade going to be coming there. This round falls apart quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that's the type of plays Hydra likes to take, right? Takes that risk. Instead, though, they're just ready for him. Plus, Ken's looking over him, but there's a sniper to his face. So quickly, this is a 4 versus 2. Now a 1 versus 4 in G2. Ready for everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's early search. Take some gambles. You get caught. Yeah, honestly, I thought like that would be a spot he would check, like as he kind of pushed forward. But he's thinking about the back box or worried about the sniper.
Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe. I don't know if there was like calm that they're pushing towards a bomb. I feel like that's the only reason you would just sort of take that risk if you're seeing a lot of presence over towards A. But there's just no way. It seems like a slower round for G2.
Yeah, they literally just spread out and played for that exact thing.
Yeah.
Somebody making good calls over there on the G2 side. Thieves got to win 3 straight. G2 1 here to close this out and go up 2-0. Oh, so this time Ken has bomb. So,
You just never know.
yeah, BZ had it for what,
Could be
2 or
based
3
on play
offenses?
calls.
Yeah. No, maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just that. That makes me think if BZ's got a sub and probably wants to push on forward. It might not be the case, but Scrap is always going to take a fight, and this time he's going to lose it. BZ actually has AR in hand, but he's able to take down one. Numbers quickly over to Thieves. Right back to 2 versus 2 as Skies hits the snipe.
That is just such an impact kill as well. I mean, again, just where you have man advantage, and it was so fast. Skies hits the slide, ready for the shot, able to connect. So keeps his team in it, and, well, they can win this map here. Now all eyes to him. He's able to spot the push from LA Thieves right through the middle. And again, just ready for the slide. Skies trying to find a third in the round. Doesn't need the sniper, has the pistol. Skies with the plays.
He started a little slow, but he got hot with the snipe in hand. Incredible play there to close it out 6-3. Thieves in trouble, down 0-2. It has not looked good. Still a lot of work to be done in the Thieves camp.
Yeah, or G2 is just like the best Colossus team. I have no idea, but they have not looked comfortable on this map.
Well, I
as
just think it
LADs.
seems like the meta change certainly helped them because they've been running a lot of subs. So that seems pretty nice for G2. They're like, yeah, let's leave it like this. And then search and destroy. I mean, I just don't know with like scrims in terms of how much was it. Have everyone been using snipers for the most part, or just trying out this
some
weekend?
kickoffs have had it. Yeah,
Most of them had it?
Testing
Okay.
them.
That's the one mode I really haven't watched much of.
But I still think like instinctively they're probably not ready to always like turn a corner and see a sniper. That's probably
Yeah. I mean,
takes
it's
some
just
muscle
been-
memory.
It's been a while. No, it really has, since you have to be worried about that. But Kremp, despite going 6 and 7, puts up like 1,400 damage. So wonderful stuff there out of him. We might be able to have. What time is it? Can we hop to the map 1? It should be starting here in a moment. I think the koi match. So if we're able to check that out, we will. We just had these 2 losers matches to close out the night. Then we have 4 rounds tomorrow. Which we usually have, like, it should be easy to cover a lot of it because we'll have like 2 teams playing at most, right?
Yeah, should be 2 matches. Yeah.
Well, sorry, two matches, not 2 teams. Duh. But while we wait for the other match to start, and as the players take a break before this map 3, Thieves have a hole to climb out of. We're gonna go a quick break. We'll be back with the action in a couple of minutes. We are back, and we're going to take a look at, you guys made this yesterday, the tier list, and there were a whole lot of question marks. I mean, you guys were throwing darts at a board, basically, because we hadn't seen a whole lot of action yet, but it's looking crazy so far.
I'd mention Judge. I'd do another one tomorrow. Different one.
Sure. I mean,
I just put
every day.
I just put Opti and S and everybody else below.
Optic is the best. Everyone else, dog shit.
Yeah.
But here are stats from Crimp and Hydra. Their overload stats. Well, Crimp has been significantly better. Hydra, I couldn't tell you last time I saw a 0.55 for him. It's a handful of maps, but still, that's actually insane.
No, really, just don't expect that from him whatsoever. And Crimp, he is like darn good, at least in this match. We haven't seen too much of this G2 team.
And it's not like he's had like a ton of damage either or kills. Like Hydra's just struggling. But there are times, I mean, Hydra, I remember Chance and I talking about this. Like Hydra, it's usually more to search and destroy, but like typically he like starts a little slow in search and is the best player. Best player within a couple of months. No, he does like every year actually. Like you look back at it, he usually is a little slow in search, and then he's like the best. For whatever reason, maybe just timings, probably the way he plays, just timings.
Yeah.
But respawns, I don't feel like that's usually the case. Respawns, he kind of comes out just firing, but.
Yeah, big surprise there. And I mean, speaking of fire, we just showed the stats, and this guy's right back to it. He's already in LAD spawn, trying to get spawn kills. Mamba, he was going for this 8-point, trying to put the EMP in, but it is caught short by Hydra.
So, when you hear Mamba or see Mamba, what comes to mind first, Kobe or Mamba number 5?
Probably Kobe.
Yeah, it's like both for me. Sometimes I think Kobe, sometimes I think Mamba number 5. Like,
Mamba number 5?
Yeah.
Well, now I know that Mamba's like a rancher or something, dude. I just think he's a Cowboys, dude.
Yeah, he's a 6'3" rancher, dude. I mean, I'll end. Guy's a beast.
And the SMGs for G2 are just frying.
Yeah. No, it's very good. It is very, very good. We've seen more of it over the course of the day, really.
Number 5.
Crimp. Hello, I'm still here.
That's free.
Give me that score. 1-0 edge. Subs lighten it up. But back to Scar with a lovely map.
Yeah, it really is. I think I would like to see, you remember on like the Blackout map when they would update the seasons? Like I'd like to see some greenery here, you know? Snow, it's a little depressing at times.
Yeah, snow just never makes me like happy.
Yeah, I want a little bit more color.
Unless it's like
buildings.
Christmas Day, that's literally it. Yeah.
That's my only critique. It's a very small critique, but it is what it is.
Does it have to be cold? Like, who wants to run around the cold? Put some cactus out there and get the sun shining. Mamba trying to find an opening here through mid. Finds out easy, nearly drop, but still alive. Can't quite get the tracking on point as Hydra. Well, he gets 2, then Scrap shoots him in the back of the head, and then dies. So basically it's up square.
You get this close spawn from G2. Everybody is here. Ken's going to be the last player near the EMP. And again, it is Estriel who finds a triple. He is 11-3. And well, again, they're just going to start pushing this device, or at least keep it in their control.
And Hydra's had sub in hand. Like, is Abizi running one as well? Or has he just been running?
He's been running the M15.
Yeah, I think that's just going to need to change, probably.
Yeah, because this thing is melting.
It's going to need to change. I haven't watched all our matches. Yeah, we've been watching whatever's in front of us.
It's kind of what we talked about, right? Just based off scrims and everything. Yeah, he still has it out. Like, it's just sort of what they've been running. Scar is a bigger map.
No, I mean, it's a significant change. The 2 main guns got tweaked pretty heavily right before this weekend.
We talked about Hydra, his stats, and he has come alive. Multi-kill, he was on a 7 spree finally, so momentum going the way of LADs.
Yeah, some, but they just still don't really have EMP control. I mean, well, they have that side control with Scrap here on like one of the more dangerous headies on the map.
Yeah, they want to wrap it back the other way. That's what they should be trying to do, but they need mid control. Now that's what Hydra's trying to find. There is one more player there in Mamba. He's going to find Ken. Can Hydra get this trade?
Almost.
Pretty darn close.
Maybe he's just going to leave him and push forward. Yeah,
Mamba's there.
Taking out everybody. Mamba nearly gets both. Hydra drops on the other side. Now you start to wrap, but, well, you would have loved to have this about 15 seconds ago.
Yeah, they were a little slow on this, trying to develop this play. Have to be careful. You don't want to drop it right in front of your house, but Scrap behind Abizi. Maybe a chance for LA Thieves to tie it up.
Yeah, with the size of some of these maps, like a wrap can be a little dangerous. Yeah, you have a bad death and things start to fall apart, but there'll be a trade in EMP control.
Is this guy like on host or something, dude? I don't know what. This thing is melting.
Estriel is frying, dude. Absolutely frying.
I mean, and you love to see it because I think last year, like early in the year, like Estriel was showing some of his best.
Yeah.
He was like the best player on that team.
Yeah.
Then he sort of had some team changes, just never felt like he got comfortable again.
Well, he feels pretty comfortable right now, and they should be setting up for their second score. Oh, he can't get across the gap. Still there to scoop it. Maybe his Mamba, but he's thinking more about spawn kills. He's like, he needs one of his teammates to come over and grab it. I thought he was just going to grab it and go, but he might have been able to, but he was thinking kills and cutoff, and his teammates weren't able to get there in time, but there will be the full reset back out to the top side of the minimap. They still have a presence forward, though, as Skies is still here. And they'll try to set this up again.
Yeah, trying to watch this, like, compared to some of the other maps, like, this is, the goals are so far, like, deep, like, maybe push them up, like, 5, not too much further.
It becomes, yeah, you just can't move it too much because I think like the cover is like really important. Like the truck near B or like the little bits of cover are kind of the difference in allowing the offense to get through. If you move it up, well, actually, if you move that up, it still work out. Never mind. You still have the cover there. You just don't want the defense to spawn up and have an instant line of sight to like shut it down.
Shut it down, right?
All right, so as we get to half, just to show you the other match has started as well. So showing you a little two-box action in the halftime. It's a 15-point advantage right now for Carolina in the map 1. And where Toronto have had some success. I mean, the hardpoint's been a little up and down. Like, what, they lost both by like 100 to FaZe, but then started to find some form here. Looking to go out in front.
Yeah, I mean, good showing so far from Carolina. Good showing from like this G2 team. I mean, listen, some of these teams we just had no question about. You have some odd rosters.
Yeah, I was, as much as like I kind of want like a top 3 scenario this year with like Optic Thieves and FaZe is what I kind of maybe assumed, because we didn't get it last year until like the very end. But then FaZe and Thieves, like we never really had those top 3 like battling at their peaks. I would love it. I would love to have more parity. We're like,
I say you're saying that, but really the two were Surge and Heretics. Like those were like the guys.
True. No, true. Well, that's what.
Yeah.
Well, that's what made it interesting because Optics like slow start. But
yeah,
I would love to have more parity than I thought. I was worried this would be like even more top heavy than like last year. But
no, I think we're pretty deep lead this year.
Yeah. No. Good.
You talk about Orgless, you talk about Heretics. You talk about what we're seeing from G2.
Yeah. I mean,
there's a lot of rosters.
The deeper the better. The deeper the better. Still just one score, though, in this, as G2 got one in relatively early in that first half, but no one could turn in anything else.
And, like, you have so much map control right now if you are LA Thieves. 25-9, make it 26-9. It's just, again, you have to move this EMP. Finally, Hydrogen picked it up. Normally, you want to start to attack towards that A side if you are on the side LA Thieves are on, but now they're going to have to get another set of kills. So just playing this plane heady.
It feels like every time they get like the EMP into position to make a move,
their teammates die.
Their teammates, yes, yeah, they've lost the control they had.
Yeah,
so
they're off sync.
Yeah, it's probably just it's gonna play more. That's my guess. Because
who's not off sync is this guy. Mamba's 20-11, making plays, and now you just start to work this on up if you are G2.
My shots. I mean, I thought he had that one, but Hydra with the sub advantage there. They shut it down. Still EMP in a pretty dangerous spot. Crimp nearly 2 for him as well, but falls just a bullet short. Estriel still roaming. He's been the hot hand at +10. Him and Hydra kind of been battling. We just talk about the statistics within this map. Estriel 3 straight, still looking for any kind of opening. We hop the Mamba again as he tries to make a play. They've got mid-map control and EMP side control. They'll lose their 4 guys, and now they'll kind of scoop it. Maybe just, yeah, kind of take it, wrap, wait for your teammates to spawn.
Let's say this is like the first map I've watched Overload where like neither team's really grabbed it very often. It's just sort of been
it's been like map control.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to get the spawn killing it before they really even think about the EMP. Yeah.
And now you're just playing a little keep away here if you are G2. The problem is Ken is behind enemy lines and he's trying to get that player one more bullet on the Skies, but has to hit the reload. Abizi though on the pinch, able to find one. Snaps on Estriel, but Estriel with the sub makes the play.
Thieves are still trying to get their first score. Ken's now in their house. Now, can you turn this into something, a big one-on-one there? Is Estriel and Hydra. Hydra wins that. You're in a great position. Mamba's, although he's just thinking spawn kills, he's trying to pick up Hydra off a spawn, trusting his teammates to get it done on the other end, and they're doing just that. Mamba, after getting shots into Hydra off spawn, tracks back and picks up Scrap. Now this is like a complete like counterplay. Yeah, they're flooding this forward.
It's open. It is open. Can Ken stop this? Can a nade stop this? Not gonna happen. Skies is gonna score. Estriel and Tremp get the kills. And now Thieves, it is desperation time. You are 2 minutes away from being eliminated here. Well, you just did not expect a 3-0 by G2.
And Hydra may turn around his overload stats, but might be at a loss. He has been frying, but it hasn't really turned into much. Hydra trying to get forward again on one side.
And again, they're looking for someone behind them, but one time it was Mamba, this time it's Skies. And well, that is the angle that you want. I think he needs one more bullet.
I mean, he picks up Hydra too. What an incredible play that is.
Yeah.
You need a score like you need one within the next like 30 seconds, right?
Feels that way.
Well, you've had like no offense.
And now you have a Hellstorm too for Skies, so he can.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Again, all the red arrows are pushed forward, but you don't have the EMP.
And Skies is still here to shut it down when you
Are
go
they
for
still
it.
playing control? Okay, here we go.
That was a big gunfight win from Scrap because Skies wins that, you might shut it down.
But now it's
the
too late.
subs again. It's like they need like a dedicated objective guy. I don't know. But something seems off.
No, I mean, yeah, they're going for map control in Slays first before moving it up. Just not doing it at the same time. And while there is sort of that streak just to slow things down for them.
But even you say that, but like the only one, I mean, Hydra's got a ton of kills, but like nobody else is really getting much done. Scrap is 13 and 26. This is a mode they need to put far more work into. It's brand new to this season, but this Thieves roster not coming out in the form we expected them to. G2, 35 seconds away from pulling off the upset. Estriel has been putting in work. He's got 32. Skies has had some big plays, only 15 and 17, but he's got some key positions to like shut down the push. Oh, again, a little shot melee. As Kin takes one to the face. Under 20 to go. They got no chance to do this now. Thieves are going to get 3-0. 3-0 rolled for the most part. I mean, wow. Yeah. There's been some surprises. Some of the teams that maybe didn't expect to be as good, a little bit better. The quote-unquote super team, not super quite yet. They've got to put more time in. But I think like with Thieves, like you can see what they're trying to do sometimes, whether it was search or control. Like, you can see what they're trying to set up. They're just not executing. So it just seems like an execution thing, which I would think that's why you want a player like Kennedy to come in and kind of help them with that type of stuff. But well, we're 10 days in.
No, I was gonna say
we're 10 days in.
we know what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a lot of reactions to this.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Not saying there shouldn't be.
No, there should be. Yeah.
But I mean, wow. Honestly, at the end of the day, I'm just giving props to G2 because they look damn good.
Their subs were just dominating. Every time it felt like Thieves got to a good position, Kremp, Estriel, Pop 3, their subs were insane. This is not what I expected at all today. Like just from like the weapons. Like I was ready for 7, 8 M15s. Not what we have seen today.
And I think you're right. I think the fact Dave never pulled out a second sub is a little odd.
It might just be one of those things where like, listen, this is what we've been scrimming. This is what we've been practicing. But like, I feel like you just had to, you probably had to change that. Yeah.
Wow. That is crazy.
Yikes. I've seen some negative 10s, but not 3 players on the same team from LA Thieves jerseys.
Listen, you can do both things. This could be credit to G2, and also I just think, bro, the weapon change was significant. It was, and like
definitely played a part.
Some teams are definitely changing quicker. It just, yeah.
I see why Ernie hates that game mode. It's time to learn, buddy.
What do you say? Give me the hard point, and I'm gonna come.
In the meantime, let's take a look back at some of the big moments on this round of matches, I'm told. Colton, I can barely hear you. Let's hit that again. Toronto versus Carolina. End of map 1. Carolina Royal Ravens. Mamba's former teammate, that